If you are a die-hard fan of Indian cinema, you're in the right place. From the heartwarming love story of Barfi and Jilmil to the life-altering performance of Ved, get ready to experience a roller coaster of emotions. Pack your bags, and let's uncover the magic of these unforgettable movie moments together. Welcome to the 5-Minute Show. Join us as we explore the magic, drama, and romance that define Bollywood, all in just 5 minutes. So grab your popcorn, sit back, and let's delve into the best of Bollywood together. Number 1, Three Idiots. This movie takes you on a journey from shedding tears over the harsh realities of the education system to laughing uncontrollably at sensitive topics like ragging. The film doesn't stand up as a preachy fare, but believes in bringing out the message through jokes. Whether it's the uproarious pranks of Rancho, the comical accent of Chatur, or the iconic mustache of Virus, every moment is sure to bring a smile to your face. Number 2, Jab We Met. It is a captivating Bollywood romantic comedy that follows the unexpected journey of two strangers, Geet and Aditya. The film takes us on a roller coaster ride through the colorful landscapes of India as Geet, a lively and carefree girl, crosses paths with Aditya, a disillusioned businessman. What begins as a chance encounter soon blossoms into a heartwarming adventure filled with laughter, love, and self-discovery. Number 3, Dilwale Dulhania Le Jayenge. A quintessential Bollywood romance that revolves around the love story of Raj and Simran. Their budding romance faces numerous obstacles when Simran's conservative father arranges her marriage to someone else. Determined to win her hand, Raj embarks on a mission to win over Simran's family and prove his love. Number 4, Barfi. It is a heartwarming Bollywood film directed by Anurag Basu, known for its unconventional storytelling and endearing characters. The movie follows the life of Barfi, a charming young man portrayed by Ranbir Kapoor, who is deaf and mute. His life takes a turn when he crosses paths with an autistic girl, Jilmil, leading to the most adorable love story. Number 5, Dil Chahta Hai, a Bollywood coming-of-age film directed by Farhan Akhtar, renowned for its refreshing take on life. The story revolves around 3 inseparable friends, and as they navigate the ups and downs of life, each character undergoes personal growth and transformation. Once you watch this movie, nobody can stop you from taking a trip to Goa. Number 6, Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara. The narrative revolves around 3 childhood friends embarking on a bachelor trip to Spain where they confront their fears, insecurities, and relationships, leading to moments of deep introspection. From exhilarating adventures like skydiving and deep sea diving to the iconic scene of Layla riding her bike back to kiss Kabir, this movie promises an unforgettable experience that you'll never regret watching. Number 7, Tamasha. Tamasha is a movie that peaks with its storytelling and Ranbir's outstanding performance. One of the standout aspects is its soul-stirring music, composed by the maestro A.R. Rahman, especially Agar Tum Saath Ho. Through its compelling storytelling and powerful performances, the film encourages viewers to break free from societal norms and embrace their true selves. Number 8, Shanti Om, one of the first films where Shah Rukh Khan showcases his double-role versatility. What truly sets this movie apart is its ability to pay homage to classic Bollywood while simultaneously parodying its tropes and conventions. Deepika Padukone's debut performance is both charming and captivating, and this is the only film where 31 stars came together to dance. No film can beat that. Number 9, Bajrang Bhaijaan. A heartwarming tale of love, compassion, and humanity, directed by Kabir Khan. The film follows Bajrangi's extraordinary journey to reunite a mute Pakistani girl. Mooney played with her family in Pakistan. This movie reminds us that kindness knows no borders and that empathy has the ability to bridge even the deepest divides. Indeed, Salman Khan delivers one of his most genuine and heartfelt performances. Number 10. Taarat Zameen Par, a touching and insightful film directed by Amir Khan. It tells the story of a young boy struggling with dyslexia and his journey of self-discovery and acceptance. Through Sha'an's relationship with his art teacher, the film sheds light on the importance of recognizing and nurturing individual talents and abilities. Darshil Safari delivers a remarkable performance as Ishan, leaving you filled with emotions. As we wrap up our Bollywood journey, we hope you've enjoyed the ride. Take their magic with you and let their stories inspire you. Until next time, like, share, and subscribe to our channel.